welcome to another video. Let's get into it. So, Amazing Spider-Man issue number 28 is out. Let's talk about it. It's written by Zeb Wells with artwork by Ed McGuinness. In the previous issue, we witnessed an unexpected turn of events as Jonah delivered Autoform arms to Peter Norman as Oscorp. Unfortunately, Otto used those arms to actually infiltrate the building and defeated both Peter and Norman and set his sights on Norman due to his memories from the Superior Spider-Man comics, in which, Otto became Superior Spider-Man, but in the last 5 issues, it turns out that Norman was just in the background. He defeated Otto because, he had taken over the city. It was pretty cool, to be honest. So, that's pretty much all you need to know. Let's jump into it. Okay, so this story sees Jonah utilizing Otto's arms to escort Peter to a safe location. And this is probably the weirdest page of the book. This second page is a homage to the cover of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 15. It's a pretty famous page in which Peter's saving one dude and saying, though the world may mock Peter Parker, Spider-Man is successful, whatever. It's a page that I think has pretty much been done to death in this age, but it's so weird that it happens in this particular issue. It's so weird. Anyway, we're done with that. They arrive at Jonah's apartment, and Peter is consumed for worry by just for Norman. It's weird. Anyway, and he loudly wonders where the heck is Norman and where is Ott's hideout? Next, we transition to Otto's secret hideout, where we catch glimpses of the Green Goblin's triumph over Otto during the Superior Spider-Man run when Otto actually inhabited Peter's body. That was the last few issues during when the Green Goblin was doing his Goblin King run. Yeah, he was the Goblin King, and he took over New York City he actually infused the Goblin Serum into some of his associates. It was a pretty cool series. I'm gonna keep reminding you guys of that. But what ultimately happened is Otto removes the headset over Norman's head, and he explains that he was actually using his memories to actually show Norman what he thought of his last victory, or the reasons why he actually is mad at Norman. And he explains that he used cutting edge technology from the Beyond Corporation to recover his lost memories. However, his attempts have proved futile because the devil, Mephisto, wiped out his memories and basically caused him to become Fat Doc Ock, and it all happened in Crystal Cage Superior Spider-Man series, which I actually read. I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, Otto is very confused about this whole situation, kind of vain, and he thinks that the last time they actually confronted each other, that he is the one that was Shane, but now he turns around and says that Norman is the one that's Shane, that he has surprisingly just captured them both, and he tells Norman to confess his shame, and Norman complies swiftly, which I thought was kind of funny, but ironically, because it's stupid. And so satisfied, Otto declares that the real work can begin, whatever the heck that means. Meanwhile, at Jonah's apartment, Peter tries to extract information about Otto's hideout from Otto's arms. Unsurprisingly, Jonah becomes really defensive and protective about the arms because his pets, guys. They're his pets. I hate this. And he raises his voice at Peter, saying they need a rest, and I hate this. Anyway, the orange seem to make an aggressive move towards Peter, but Peter quickly throws it away, and after that, the two actually realize that the orange actually want to connect with Peter. So, he starts connecting with the orange, and after a little awkward period where he tries to figure them out, he gets the hang of them. He even says aloud that he feels like he missed this in his life. It's weird. What? Is this because of his Superior Spider-Man days? What? Okay, whatever. Anyway, he then works on the orange. After his little paint job is done, we see that Peter is with the orange and in his cool suit, saying that an octopus isn't the only one with 8 limbs. Duh. That's so dumb. He sucks, but I do like how he painted over his goblin suit, so it looks like his red and blue suit, because that's better than his goblin suit. In this city, an innocent woman who was walking her dog finds herself trapped in webs. And Recap has returned, people. Everybody's favorite character, Recap. Oh my gosh, Recap's back. Oh my gosh, I love Recap. I always wanted Recap to return. His story was so interesting in Dark Web. The demon who gained superpowers. Oh my gosh, he's so cool. By the way, there's a little editor's note at the bottom that says Recap won't, help save Spider-Man and won't save the city, but he will appear in a later issue. I hate, I hate how they put this at the bottom. You guys cannot remind people of where the detailed information you're actually referring to is coming from, but you can remind them of a character who you just introduced 10 issues ago and where he's gonna appear next. You can't. Why? I don't care about this. Anyway, we actually transition back to Otto's hideout, where he remains convinced that Norman is concealing something, and searches through his data files for anything suspicious or anything from the Oscorp facilities that he can, use or find out or like blame Norman for. He's just looking for stuff because he just wants to be petty. He's petty Doc. And Norman denies any wrongdoing, but Otto, growing frustrated, even questions like if he's sweating. He goes like, "You're certainly sweating, aren't you?" "Yeah, you're sweating." Norman is sweating. Oh my gosh. He says that he's sweating. And then he just becomes like more frustrated because he can't find anything. And he resorts to physically assaulting Norman, demanding that he fight back and embrace his goblin persona. Norman then asserts that he's changed and he's no longer the Green Goblin. So then he asks why Otto won't believe him, and Otto responds because he wasn't allowed to change. He had to make a deal with Mephisto and become Fat Dog Ock again, with no memories of any heroic things he did as Superior Spider-Man. He doesn't say that, but I'm saying it because it's stupid. Otto, overwhelmed by his own reaction, suddenly realizes that he's forgotten something very crucial. And at first he turns all introspective, like thinking that he might actually remember something. Then he gets angered once more. He then vows to strip Norman of his newfound transformation if he truly enjoys it so much, unveiling the Goblin Show, and indulging him with it. And that's where the issue concludes. So how do I feel about this? Well, it's kind of a mixed bag, to be honest. This issue offers like some enjoyable moments, but the dialogue is still like not great. Otto's dialogue, apart from his references to Superior Spider-Man, isn't that interesting. It kind of falls into the realm of Saturday morning cartoon villain. On the other hand, Peter's portrayal is like better. It's almost like he's a hero. Like I can actually read a comic book about. Honestly, I think Norman's a far more interesting character in the Spider-Man book than Peter is. I mean, his struggle with like becoming a Green Goblin, like it's actually a lot more interesting than Peter's story about like I don't know dealing with the death of Miss Marvel, which he dealt with in one issue and that was it. There's not really much going on for Peter, like other than Paul and Mary Jane and all that stuff. And you guys know how I feel about that stuff. It's stupid. I hate it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. And Norman's story is like, if he does become the Green Goblin and this isn't fake out, I'll probably just read the next few issues. I'm probably just take a break from the series for a while. I don't know, read some better books. I've not been keeping up with like Venom or Carnage, and there's a whole new event going on, I'm pretty sure, that I haven't even read. And I mostly stay away from that symbiote stuff, the symbiote based events, because I just don't find them that interesting, but maybe I'll get into them. Other than that, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully the series gets better. I say that at the end of every one of these videos, but hopefully it really does. I really like Spider-Man. I'm a Spider-Man fan. I like Spider-Man. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.